What's up, y'all? uh, man, I'm back. I'm biggity back. And today I'm in Chicago. With Soul Development, we have a gig here at the Firehouse Community Center. It is a block party, family-friendly block party that's happening out here. Big Crit is gonna be performing, Soul Development is gonna be performing, and a whole lot of other amazing artists. So just feeling grateful to be out here and be able to do things where my gift is making room for me, and just learning to be in gratitude, just being in gratitude. So the last time I made a YouTube, I was talking about how I was planning on detoxing and taking things out of my life to help me become better and help me to change my life and really achieve the dreams and the goals that I have. So just an update from that point. I basically, my son started school. It was my birthday. I said that basically it was my birthday, August 8th, and my birthday celebration was amazing. My mom came and visited with me and my son, and this music is driving me crazy. But yeah, so that happened. Like I said, I was feeling very introspective and just really thinking about how I want to do things differently in order to really change the way I've been going about things and really just master my life, master my destiny, and do the things that I say I want to do, but sometimes distractions get in the way of actually accomplishing those because we're not managing our time correctly. And so I've been experiencing a lot of that. And so just update, basically my son going to school, and then really my son going to school. That is like, birthday weekend going into him starting school, and that process. I had no idea how intense that was going to be because my son has never been away from me. He's about to be 4 years old, August, the end of this month. And, it's been me and him for almost 4 years straight. And so just separating from him and putting him with people that I don't necessarily know. And, it's in a public school setting, and, just me being his mom and knowing how he is and just making sure, wondering, is he okay? So he went to school the first few days, 4 days, he just had the hardest time, and it really, really, really wrecked me. And I think a lot of times as parents, we just really want what's best for our children. And so we hyper fixate on, the fact that I just want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this for my child. And, I just want all of his experiences to be perfect. And then I'm also trying to heal the wounds that I've experienced as a child, as an adult living in this world. And so I'm just really careful about the type of situations that I put him in. I don't ever want him to feel like he has to do something that he hates. And I understand that he has to grow through things for, his own development, and we have to go through challenging things. That's what, what helps us grow. But for the most part, I really just want him to have a life of ease, not rid of challenges and struggles, but a life of ease. And so that in his spirit, he feels at ease, and he knows that that he's surrounded by community, he's surrounded by his ancestors, by God, and that everything's gonna be okay, and that he knows that deep down within. And so I think all of his experiences, I'm trying to center that. And I'm not perfect, so I'm pretty sure. And it's crazy because now that I'm a parent, I just understand what my mom went through. And so I really have so much more grace for her. And I just know that, you just do the best that you can as a parent. And so there may be things already that I have done to my child that possibly he may grow up and be like, I didn't want that, or I didn't want to do that. You know, like I don't know. But I think for me, it's just really important that that I try my best, and that I'm able to explain to him, like, I did this because of that, I did that because of this, and really just having, just open line of communication with him that lets him know that whatever we don't know, we can figure it out together. So just, him going to school and me being worried about, him getting in there crying when he go in there, and then I don't know the people. And then I just think that the schooling system is so abrupt, how we just throw our children in the school. And like, I didn't go to like no open house. I didn't, I would have loved to like look at the school beforehand, be in the classroom. Me and Kai hang out for a day in the classroom, or maybe even the first day I hang out with him all day and like help integrate him into the space, and like let him know that like mommy likes it here too. Like I can come here with you. I'll hang out here. And I have talked to the teacher about volunteering, so I'll be volunteering in his classroom, and I'm gonna do like sound healing and stuff with the kids in his class. And I've gotten to know all the kids' names in his class. And I just want him to know that he's supported, he has community surrounding him, and that I am always going to put his safety and his well-being first. And any moment that he lets me know that he's unwell, I want to be able to, move on his behalf. And he knows that, man, my mom, she never had me in those situations that, were just wrecking me as a person. And I just always want him to be who he is. I don't want to, how like we all grow up and then it's that phase where we just realize that shit ain't what it was sold, what they sold to us, or what it would appear to be. And I just don't want him to get that moment where he's like, man, like, y'all let me down. And so that was very challenging for me. And so, I basically have been kind of putting my detox off. And like, now that I'm in Chicago, I plan on, from me leaving here is when I'll start my detox. I'm gonna like try the food out and stuff here. And so basically I like pushed it back, and my son going to school was a part of that. But I just, am learning to still have grace for myself. And just because I didn't start the day that I said that I was gonna start, that I can still do it, and that it still will be just as effective. And it's really just about incorporating things like that into my life on a regular basis. Basically when I leave here, I have like a little bit of tree. I'm gonna finish it, and then I'm done after that. And then I have to make some announcements on my Instagram, because I'm gonna delete my Instagram and my TikTok, and I'll just be on YouTube, and I'm gonna just video log on YouTube, because so I don't want to scroll. But I think, for one, it's really taken a lot for me to just even be able to start posting consistently. And I really think that is progress when it comes to just like my mental wellness. And like, because I feel like a lot of people, we'll get on YouTube or whatever, and we'll be wanting to post, and then you don't, because like whatever reason, whether it be your insecurities, or like, I don't want anybody seeing me, or I don't want anybody like, to think something about me, or I don't know what to say, and I don't want people to judge what I say, and all of that. So I basically feel like I overcame that, and I got to a point to where I don't care no more, and I really just want to have a video log of my reflections, of the things that I have to offer this world, without the pressure of being perfect. Like, I don't have capacity to be perfect. I really be out here just making shit happen how shit happen. And some days I'm a mess, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my son is not okay. And like crying and breaking down to my friends. And then now I'm like, dang, he really doing it. He doing it, I'm doing it, we're getting through this. And that's why the things that we go through and our challenges, they're so important, because they really make us stronger, and they help to broaden our perspective and broaden our perspective of what we can take and what we can go through and what we can survive. And yes, we don't want to be in a state of survival. We definitely want to be living a life of ease and just enjoying life and also giving and creating. And I just feel like that's what we're supposed to be doing. Not supposed to be stressing and worrying about bills and stuff. We shouldn't have to be worrying about bills. We should be doing what it is, what makes our spirits happy, what helps the community, what helps with the community's wellness, and the gifts that we have to give to one another. That is what we should be focused on, and communion with spirit, and just family, community, nature. This should all be harmonious. We should be living on the land, connecting with the land, thanking the land for just providing us food and light and all the things that we need, and just being able to be in a state of gratitude and meditation. And so yeah, I don't even know why I ended up going on about that, but yeah, I think our struggles are important. And I think a really resilient way, because for one, I put that this video was about inner child play, and it's because I got in the pool and I didn't want to get in the pool. I didn't even have a bathing suit. I just went to Walmart and grabbed a bathing suit. But basically, and this isn't even a bathing suit, it's like a sports bra top, but I just did what I had to do because I saw the pool, it wasn't nobody in here, so I was like, let me just get in the pool. I know that baby Brittany would love to just swim for hours and kick her feet and do all the things that she likes to do. So I was like, just get in the pool. I touched it, it was a little bit cold, and I just jumped in, because that's what I used to do as a kid. I would just jump in. I was always the type of kid that just dive in. I just want to get it over with. I'm not about to itch my way into the pool. So I did 3 steps, and then I just got all the way in, and I swam across the pool, and that feels really good. I feel really good about being here, and so this is just a reflection of that, and continuing on in my healing journey, even though some days I'm in it and I'm feeling like, oh, I'm about to break down and da-da-da-da-da. But I will say this, because I feel like if this is something you can develop, if it's something that you have access to, which we all do. I feel like we all have access to community, right? I'm not saying that you just instantly fall into a community and that it may happen, but when you do, find the folks that resonate with you, that feel healthy, that feel like a safe space, feel like there's no judgment, but there's only room for growth and support, and just healthy boundaries and all those things. I think that is the most important thing. So dropped my son off at school, and that particular day, it was just really, really, really hard. He was crying a lot. He was holding on to me extra tight. And then it was just a lot going on in the classroom in general. All the kids were tripping, and it was maybe their 3rd day of school. And so yeah, it was a lot, and it was just really a lot for my nervous system, and I just was triggered. And so I was having a whole meltdown, and when I was leaving, I could barely hold my tears in when I was walking out the school, and I was walking out, and I was trying not to let the tears burst at the school and everybody see me have a meltdown. So I got in my car and I drove to a park nearby, and I text my group, my village, my sisterhood, my sacred sisterhood circle. And I said, hey y'all, anybody have capacity to hold space? I'm having a meltdown after Kai's drop off today. And I instantly got a call. And they sat there on the phone with me while I cried, and they held space for me. They didn't interject. They didn't, don't cry. They let me cry. They let me process it. They took deep breaths with me. They modeled what it looks like to regulate my nervous system. And then when I took a break and I paused from the crying and the boo-hooing, they told me to take deep breaths. They said, breathe, sis, breathe. Just take a deep breath. Get in touch with your body. Focus on you. Send your love to Akai. Send your love and your blessings to him. And I did that, and it worked, and it helped. And then after that, I was able to really just say what was going on with me and vent, really. But the way I was able to vent, because I had them not only modeling themselves, being regulated from just even me, right? Because, and that's a lot. And I think that's why I'm really grateful to have a sister here that is willing to go there, because me, like, I'm your sis, right? So if I'm feeling something, you're obviously going to have, you're going to feel for me, because you don't want to see your loved ones hurting. So there, sometimes I feel as people, we feel like we're burdening people when we want to call and ask for them to hold space. But when you have a community of folks who know how to breathe it through, who know how to just ground ourselves in the moment and allow the moment to be a moment of change versus, it just sitting in our body and us not being able to release it. And so, I don't know, it's just so many complex emotions when it comes to that, because it's like, on one hand, I want to feel like, I don't want to put stuff on them. But for one, I really just, I'm just so grateful, because I feel like they helped me to reframe that even. And they helped me to reframe it in a way of like, you're modeling for us what it looks like to call on village. And so, that felt different. It felt different than, I'm bothering my friends with my problems. It felt like I'm showing them how you lean in, how you allow other people to help, how you be vulnerable. And to me, that reframe that's huge. It's huge. And so yeah, that was the context that I needed to share today, and just basically where I've been, like, in my healing journey, and how there's always ebbs and flows. It's always times where you may be like, just great, and you're like, I've been healing, and my skin is glowing, and and I don't care what you do in life. I don't care how far you get in life. You are always going to have ebbs and flows. There are always going to be highs and lows, period. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how happy you are. There's always going to be challenges in life. So we have to be rooted and grounded in something. We have to be rooted and grounded in the fact that we have community. Our community is there with us. And our community isn't just the community that we have. We have our ancestors. We have spirit. We have God. We have, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have resources all around us. And I think when we view our challenges and we view the things that happen to us in that way, it's easier to move through it. And so yeah, and and here's to me continuing to move through it. I'm gonna continue to, I may have had a whole breakdown at my son's, well, not at his school, but a breakdown from my son, going to school for the first time, and just felt like I was just, it almost feels like you're a failure when you cry. Like, you feel like, I'm crying, I'm so stupid, and I'm sorry, I'm crying. And it's like, why are we apologizing for crying? We should not be apologizing for crying. You got to get that shit out of your body. If it stays in your body, it turns into disease. It turns into pain. It turns into chronic illness. So cry and get that shit out of your body. Our tears are literally alchemizing. They literally help to regulate our nervous system. And, our tears aren't the only thing, but if you're feeling tears, at the end of the day, I'm always preaching to myself. And, me feeling guilty or me feeling like I'm failing because I'm crying or because I'm having emotions, big emotions, it's okay. I get to have emotions. I get to experience stress. I get to experience anger, sadness. I get to experience all of those things. And I think, um, it's just this perspective when it does happen and when it takes place. And me just shifting my perspective and allowing my perspective to be me learning and me taking on the challenges and using the hard things that I go through for motivation, for power, for passion. And yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna enjoy the pool because I'm starting to get cold because I'm just standing here. So I'm gonna swim a couple laps and act like I'm working out, and get me a little cardio in. But I just wanted to share that today and share that I'll be back. So what I need to do, I need to make a couple announcements on my Instagram up to where I can my content to YouTube because I don't want to stop. Like I think I really feel like I reached the point to where even if I don't post for a long time, I still get back. I get back to it, and I'm on average being more consistent. And so I just feel like if I continue to do that, it's only going to get better. But I don't want to do the scrolling. I still want to continue to post and share my journey and record because that's what I want to do. That's actually a part of the lifestyle that I want to create. I want to, be doing more music, and I am going to be doing more music. I am going to be creating more, writing more, connecting more, meditating more, just all the things that that I love and I want for my life, for my son's life, for just my entire community. That's what I want. So like creating content, creating music, creating scripts, and writing books, all those different things. And so I think that taking time off from just being on, and that is something that I will add. So I haven't deleted my socials yet, but I have reduced the time of, so I've been gradually getting to the point to where I'm like, all right, now I'll take it away. So yes, I haven't deleted the apps yet, but I have been like gradually like, all right, don't be on here that much. And so I'll like go most of the day before I like actually get on. And so then once I post and I inform everybody, because I have a few events that are coming up, so I need to announce the events, and then create some content around that so that I can just post like from Canva or whatever. And so yeah, that is what I'm going to be doing while I'm here in Chicago, since it's like my weekend off. I don't have my son, even though we're still gonna we will have downtime. So Sunday morning basically is when I plan to kind of, because we got the whole day Sunday to kind of like hang out, and we don't leave until Monday afternoon. So yep, that's it. If you in Chicago and you are familiar with the Firehouse Community Center, we're gonna be there tomorrow. It's a block party. It's an all-day thing. It's food and drinks and fun for the kids and party vibes and community vibes. Y'all come through. I believe the tickets are at the fcac.org. So Development is going to be performing, so I'm looking forward to it, and I will see y'all next time. I'm going to finish my laps. Peace.